Hello and welcome to Four Wall Drummers. I'm Phil Rosato, and in this segment, I'll be taking excerpts from an incredible book by Ted Reed called Syncopation for the Modern Drummer. What I love about this book is it takes you through the stages from the very basic, rudimentary, elementary aspects of drumming, quarter notes with rests, into eighth notes, etc. But so right away you got a foundation of where your bass drum lies, where your notes lie in a 4/4 times signature. And then what happens is he takes you next stage to 16th notes, triplets, and then the syncopation part comes in. And what I'm going to do with this book is I'm going to demonstrate the versatility of taking a 4-bar syncopated phrase and expanding upon it, so you can use these tools as a build to a solo and carry out a theme or a continuative type of playing. So let's get to it. First of all, the discipline of your beats per minute will be beneficial. You have to get control, slow, medium, fast. If you don't, it'll sound sloppy. So the first syncopated pattern I have, and I must mention, I've got the snares off on purpose, so you get more of the melodic sounds from the drums, and you'll hear it better. You can also play it, of course, with snares on. So the first application, I'm going to take a 4-bar syncopated phrase, and I'm reciprocating the hands. I'm starting with my right lead, my left lead. So the bottom line, 4 on the floor with my bass drum, this is the 4-bar syncopated phrase. I'm going to start the build. Where the voids are, the rests. So right here, right there on that, I'm going to add bass drums filling in. So I'm countering with my bass drum, 1 foot, so it sounds like this. That's the second part. So you see now how we're filling it in. The voids are starting to get filled in. It's a fuller sound. The next step is to utilize 2 bass drums on that same pattern. Doesn't matter what stickings you use. I'm mixing up my hands, whatever you want to use. Just to show you what that sounds like up to speed, it's like this. Take that same thing and move it around the kit. The next stage to this, if I may flip my notes, is now we're going to play the floor tom with my right hand, left hand with my snare drum, in unison, playing the same overlaying syncopated pattern. With double kicks. Up to speed. Again, move around the kit. Gets busier. This part is really cool. It's reciprocation again, but what you're doing is you're riding with your right hand, a straight 8th note ride, playing that underlying syncopation, overlaying syncopation, like this. Then you're switching it with your left lead here and your right playing the syncopated notation. Now alternate. there just for my own sake. So now what happens is I'm going to play the same overlaying syncopated pattern, but I'm going to play it in linear 16th notes between the hands and the feet with double kick. So it sounds like this, slow. This is where the discipline comes in. You really have to get this under your belt slow. That's the whole idea. Practice it at different tempos, and then you can move it around the kit. So that's how it gets really busy now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a medley of what I just showed you, all the different patterns. And I'm going to mix them up, so it sounds like this. That's that application with that syncopated pattern. Next, what I'm going to do is take a different pattern out of out of Reed's book. You can get it from anywhere, really. And this one goes like this. With my bass drum, 4 on the floor. Put a bass drum in where the voids are, and you get. Same thing, but now I'm going to use 2 bass drums. A right lead and a left lead. What I'm going to do now is on those syncopated notes, the hands, I'm going to double the notes. So instead of going with my bass drums, really starts to fill in now. The next would be the same thing I did with the flams. Now I'm going. But what I'm going to do here, I'm going to separate the hands. With my bass drums underneath. You can move that around the kit. how you apply that to the kit as well. But all I'm saying is you can take a simple 4-bar phrase from and make it sound the way I did. So best thing I could suggest is open up your mind and come up with your own ideas and play what you want. But I think you'll find this material very useful. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on 4 Wall Drummers.